Hello, this is Michelle with the Glimmers of Intuition, and I wanted to talk to you about how to kind of stay in alignment with your vision. And what I'm talking about is like when you're trying to create something new and you're putting the thoughts into play. But my kind of advice and what has worked for me as I've been creating a lot of new and having a lot of success is you want to remain in your flow, and that is just kind of your natural like autopilot. And then you want to make sure that you're in kind of a joy and a passion, and then that equals your vision. And I'll break these down. Flow is kind of like our automatic homeostasis, I guess it's called. And these are the stories that we believe to be true about us. So let's say there's something in your life, a lot of people have problems with like love or money, kind of look at those stories that you're telling yourself about these areas of your life. And this is where, you can kind of expand and grow into something a little bit bigger than where you're at now. A lot of times we think that there's something wrong with us, and there's not. It's just the stories that we're telling ourselves. And 9 times out of 10, these stories that aren't serving us are from somebody else, either a parent or a music or, a movie, something that really, when we were not maybe, knowing what to focus on, and kind of left at our own devices, especially when we were younger, the subconscious goes on repetition. So if you're, repeatedly being, fed something that you don't know if it's true or false, and the subconscious, it doesn't. It just goes on repetition. And when I learned this was like a big game changer in my life. It allowed me to level up in so many different areas. And a lot of people, it scares them at first because they're like, oh, I don't want any more of this. And I'm here to tell you that don't be scared. Just be observant, because you are the one that can say, no, that might have been true for me in the past. This is what I'm doing now. By doing that redirect, you're redirecting your mind to kind of break that thought pattern that has created that neural pathway to that belief. And that's how you can create a new, by going into repetition of what you do want to experience. And it's, I don't know, I just think it's pretty amazing that we have this capability. Like we are one of God's highest creations, and the mind that we have, the imagination and the logical side. And I just think it's pretty cool. So I just wanted to share that because I know if I can live my vision, you can too.